Rich and Divine Risings, guys, it's great Euphoria tapping in. Let me go ahead and introduce myself. So, your girl Euphoria is a up and coming artist, podcast host, breathwork goddess. Did I say ST awareness coach? Probably did. Licensed cosmetologist for the last about 13, 14 years now. And most of all, a mother. I'm coming here today to give a quick read. I had a dream. Look, I feel like Martin Luther King Jr. I had a dream, but I always have dreams. That's how my intuition is set up. Mhm. Excuse me. Sorry about that. I had to get that bubble out. Something was trying to mess with my solar plexus. I got a little something on the back of the crown too. Got to get my Renetti out. I ask the angels, ancestors, divine beings of the highest white light, all my ancestors, everybody that is divine, come around me at this time and cleanse my energy. This is pine needle. I'm going to start selling these in bundles because this actually smells really good. Like, I love sage, but I got a suggestion from another reader. His name is Intuitive Kev, to use pine needles as a smudge stick, also with maybe bay leaves and basil. So I want to go ahead and check that out as well. But this smells really good, and it helps me feel like my energy is cleansed and clear. Because I usually wake up with a clear headspace, but living in the house with other people can sometimes be a bit much because you feel everybody's everything. And yeah, what a blessing. So that's the pine needle. I'm going to go back with some Palo Santo. So again, I asked my angels, ancestors, divine beings of the high flight light, come through, cleanse and protect my energy, keep anything out that isn't supposed to be in. I asked that my mind chakra be cleared. I asked that my crown chakra be cleared. I asked that my connection to source be cleared. I asked that my throat chakra be cleared. I asked that my heart chakra be cleared. I ask that the weight that's on my shoulders be released so that I can transmute this message and be a place of peace for people to receive the information that they need to receive. I'm probably never going to be able to remember that ever again. Knock on wood. All right. So y'all see, I just got straight out the bed. I didn't even get the chance to write down my dream. As y'all know, the first card that always pops out is the death card. These three cards are like the theme, right? Because they got trapped in some water, and until I get a new deck. Papa Legba wants to collect on anyone that came to do any deals with him. There's an ancestor, a spirit that's supposed to be, rising. This is like good deals, right? But this, for me personally, this gives an ancestor that's coming through that, may have two sons, something like that, in the clouds, giving off the gift of wisdom. But then I also see the death card. I'm sorry, I keep moving it the wrong way because my camera is backwards when I do it on my laptop. Right? So, without further ado, I'm trying to get this message across, but I feel someone's in my energy. So let me see. Excuse me, just had to clear that out real quick. Check my son's aura. My son's crown chakra. Excuse me. So I split the deck on the King of Pentacles and the Lover's card. So somebody's about to get a love. Somebody about to get, as the title says, the tables are turning for the better. You're about to get a good relationship. Somebody's finally going to come through and bless you. That could be a partnership. That could be a partnership. And I see the Wheel of Fortune right behind that. So, and that it's destined. It's in your destined future for that to happen. So that's good. Um, yeah, that's really good. I see a chariot coming to whisk you away into your happiness. That's good. And right behind that, we have the High Priestess card because y'all already know I be knowing. Um, let's see. What motivated me to do this read? Oh, I split the deck right at the Emperor card. So Emperor's coming around for High Priestess. Yummy. I like how that looks. That's good. I like that. Let's see. We got a Two of Cups, so a good relationship is on the way. You know, good relationships. Two of Cups talks about good partnerships, the perfect partnership, ideal, IDYL, meaning something like perfect, couldn't get better. Just like ideal, IDEAL. So I don't know. It's funny how it's a homophone. Y'all remember do y'all remember homophones? Excuse me, y'all. I'm sorry. I try to get y'all these messages without people trying to block them. I apologize. I will be moving soon. That's another reason why I was motivated to make this video. The Devil card just popped out, so somebody is doing some kind of spell work to you. It's a King of Swords. They want to block your blessings. So that's a King of Swords card and the Ten of Cups. But you have Nine of Cups on your side. So you just need one more cup. And I feel like that's this move for me. So maybe someone might be moving too. If you're in my collective, you might also be moving or might have recently moved. I realize a lot of the collective has already moved. I'm kind of like, I feel like I got pushed back out of my path. Like I was ahead of the crowd initially, or like right on track with everyone. But then I decided to take 2 steps back to come back to a family home, which I did notice some people in the collective did. But I noticed most of the people who did that in the collective were highly involved in like nothing wrong with the matrix, but they were like very much career based versus spirituality based. Most of my friends who are spirituality based, they actually had already moved before I moved back home. They moved to their own apartment. So I'm happy to finally get back on track with all of the spiritual collective. I'll be back in sync with you all in a minute. Just, I had to take a few steps back, but now that I'm going to finally be taking my steps forward, I'm excited. Oh gosh, I'm sorry. There's some blockages in the heart chakra area. Hold on. Okay, there we go. I'm like, something is really blocked off and it's really irritating my spirit. All right, so we have a stingy, selfish emperor or king. It's the 4 of Pentacles. You see, he has his foot on top of his pentacles and he's holding it in his hand. Got lightning bolts behind him. Meanwhile, there goes Martin Luther King Jr. with the light in his hand. He's like willing to share it. But this guy right here, he's got his foot on all the gold, got the gold bangles on. Just look at his face. It's like a little birdie face where it's like, mine. So someone's selfish. Someone was selfish with their abundance. Someone was selfish with their investments on your behalf. Someone was selfish with your energy. Somebody was just selfish towards you. High Priestess, collective. Somebody was selfish. I felt my crown chakra. They know who they are. We got Shengo energy coming through to protect you. He got his hand in the lion's mouth and he's got 6 eyes on his forehead. Forget just one evil eye. Forget just one. Forget just the line of eyeballs that we naturally have down our foreheads. Forget our crown, our 7th eye, 6th eye, 5th eye, 4th eye, 3rd eye, subconscious eye. I forget what this one is. Forget all those eyes. Nah. He got 6 on his forehead. Okay, Shango's coming through to protect you. That's also a warrior. So you got a warrior on your side coming through to protect you. That's a good news. Because you have this abundance coming in. Okay. And back to the King of Pentacles. I'm telling you, King of Pentacles is in the energy coming through to come and, make life a little bit easier on you. All praise is due to that relationship. I can't wait to see it. As I always say, this Seven of Pentacles comes out. They did not want to follow you to the abundance. They tried to off you, put you to sleep. They're running with skeletons down their lane. Like, row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 merrily. Life is but a dream. All you got to do is dream big. But no, they'd rather have you passed out, knocked out, like this guy right here on this side of the bank, and run with the skeleton when they actually needed you to get to the abundance on the other side of the bank. It's just like, I pray that everyone has found their specific teams. I block and bind all sexual energy coming my way. I don't want to engage in it. It's not, yeah, no, thank you. Return to sender. Excuse me. Any energy, any sexual energy transfers done to my son, return to sender. Our energy aura is safe, secure. Excuse me. I just saw the Tower card and the transformation card. So someone's, oh, justice will be served. Look at that. The justice card just came out. Okay. Justice will be served. Okay. I did not just say the Tower card. Look what came out behind it. The Tower. Because people were trying to forge their name on your abundance. You see the mask with the person carving out their some kind of insignia on the coin. So yeah. I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong, the best fighter in the community was supposed to be selected, but everybody got different strengths. There might have been some moon magic going on for you. We're in a crescent moon right now. I think this is a waning moon. But there might have been some moon magic done on you because you are an empress. And somebody's having an identity crisis where they just believe that your magic is their magic. Or they were going to be able to take your magic from you. I don't know why people think they could take other people's stuff. Like, yeah, okay. You can hack into someone's third eye, but it's definitely ways to cleanse the energy, clear it, um, you know? And it's funny because you, High Priestess, from what I'm getting from the cup, because that's the only feminine energy that came out. Excuse me. I don't see any other feminine energy that came out in this read. You, High Priestess, you don't do spell work. You just do things to keep things out of your aura. Like, you're not the type that's like, yeah, let me conjure up this elixir and this get these. I don't even know. I really don't even know what spell work looks like to practice it. Like, I just know about geometric structures. The ancient secret knowledge. That's all I know. But I don't know nothing about spell work. So use High Priestess if you're anything like me. There is no magic that you do. You are the magic. I'm sorry, I'm having a lot of spiritual burps because there's a lot of people trying to get in my energy right now. Excuse me. But you do all the magic. You are the magic. People want to be in your energy because if you're anything like me, I'm a manifesting generator, right? So um pretty much based on my energy structure, I manifest. That's just what I do. And it's not like I have to do like a boy, yeah, nothing wrong with it. I just don't have to do anything to manifest. I just am the manifestation just by my dreams, by way of sight. I just tell you what's going to happen. I don't try to make nothing happen. I just tell everybody what I seen when I went to sleep. Okay? So that's my magic. Um You, on the other hand, may know people who actually do things like they feel like under the moon, they have to put a bowl with water in it in the window, and the moon has to touch the water and it changes the vibration of the water. Not negating or denying that that is true. I don't do as much of that as I really don't need to. Like, I just do what I do, and it's just I do what I do. And that's just be me. I have noticed like 2 days ago, I was feeling really good and the sun was out again and everything was how it's supposed to be. And then out of nowhere, I woke up the next morning and I felt like this really painful pull on my solar plexus and my sacral chakra. And it was white outside again. It looked so bleak, like the void, right? And I knew it was because I was being drained that this was happening. Like, because again, the day before, it was sunny outside. I spoke my truth. I spoke about what happened at my last job. People, of course, the jealousy train. It's like, oh my God, high priestess. She thinks she is. All kinds of things like that. So it was sunny outside and everything was good that day. But then the next day, I felt like I was being drained. Like, it literally felt like 1,000,001 people had came through just to specifically try to do something to me. And the funniest thing about it is I started to smell this smell of death around me. I knew it wasn't on me. It's like I could feel the cold spirit wrapping around like the front of me, but it could not come into me. I knew whatever the spirit was actually probably a dying spirit attempting to cipher my energy. It just smelled so bad. It literally smelled like something rotten was in the bedroom. And I just kept like I'm like, is it the cat? I'm like smelling the cat, like, is the cat's breath? And it's like, no, it was not the cat's breath. It was literally something, an energy that just kept trying to permeate my body. And I was just like, oh, hell no. Like, I got up that morning. As soon as I looked down, the DoorDash app was like, oh, DoorDash is busy. I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and go make some money. Okay, made me a little quick $200 for the day and just go ahead and mind my business. I ain't about to sit around with nobody trying to send me no craziness like that. Mm-mm. I didn't know if it was I kept saying specific names and the smell would get stronger. So it's like I already knew who it was coming to. That's why my gifts, I don't play, right? I don't play in dark magic because in order to do dark magic, let me give y'all a game. In order to be able to seance or sacrifice someone else, you have to sacrifice yourself. You are the collateral. So if that person cannot be permeated, spiritually attacked, killed, whatever you do to them will bounce off onto you because the energy has to go somewhere. And since you were the one who sent it or directed it to be sent, it comes back to you. The law of correspondence. Not to mention certain high priestesses and dark witches and stuff and warlocks, we tap into each other's energy field. Like I could think of a person right now and feel their energy field. Like I could say, I don't want to say like but I could know any person's name, I could say it right now, and I could feel how their energy feels, how all their chakras feel, what's blocked in their body, what they need help with. That's just the kind of intuition and insight that we have as high priestesses and people who are of the mystics. Not saying we're highly elite, but I mean, everybody doesn't have the ability to tap in. You're not supposed to because some people don't know what to do with that kind of power, authority, ability, because it's not for everyone to have. That's why people seek out these people, even in the movies. There was the ladies who were at the top of the mountain, they would be all dancing around a cauldron or whatever, and they were able to look into a crystal ball or you look into their eyeball and they could tell you everything that you needed to know. They were not a part of society. They were not meant to be indoctrinated into society's norm because they had a different kind of thing about them. They were a different gift to the universe and they were sought out by people. I never knew that I was one of those people until I knew I was one of those people. It's not something that she's like, "Today, I want to be a high priestess and have powers, so I'm gonna get powers." You don't do that. That's not how it works. It's just something that's naturally given to you from the ancestors based on your spirit, your journey, your life path. What you're supposed to do in your life, you're given gifts to do that thing. And you're supposed to just stay on that path. And you don't go bumping into anybody else's car. You don't do bumper cars. You don't say, oh, wow, what's her gift? Don't let me see. Don't what's his gift? Don't let me see. Like you don't you stay on your individual path. You're given a life to live to have testimony for your specific delivery. So when it comes to doing spell work on other people, we can hop into other people's auras and we'll know, I ain't going over there. Hell, are you crazy? Or look, I'll take your money. I ain't doing this witchcraft though. You crazy. You don't mess with them. That's not one of them ones that you just get to play around in their energy like that. Nah. They're given these gifts and the ancestors are assisting them with their gifts. Like they don't just get their gifts and it's just like they by themselves. Like they get their gifts and it's other ancestors and other entities like themselves that are around them to help support the gift. Are we clear? Do it. Okay. Marked. I didn't ask for this. It talked to me. It called me. I didn't ask to know. I didn't ask. It was like, you are. I didn't ask for my birthday to be 11/22. I didn't ask for my life path number to be a number 1. I didn't ask to be a leader. I didn't ask to be the firstborn. It's just how it was set up. I'm just going with the role of the story. Living to be a reflection of my mother, living to understand my father more, healing the daddy wound. So if you guys want to join my community and have more personal talks about these kinds of things, so I can really like give y'all the 411 on what it's like to be a high priestess, a spiritualist, to be a medium, to be able to talk to the dead, to be able to jump into other people's aura fields, but not with bad intentions, just with sacred knowledge. Excuse me, because some people just don't understand or respect boundaries these days, and it's just really disgusting. But myself based on spiritual knowledge, because I don't want that done to me, I wouldn't do that to somebody else. Because everything is about the law of correspondence. Everything you put out on a person or you do to a person based on your lustful desires or your lustful ways of being, like, nothing wrong with a little bit of, hanky panky, but you're supposed to save that for your significant other so that your energy isn't leaking all over the place. Then you won't feel drained. That's another thing. Oh, you just snooty with your energy. No, I just understand how energy is supposed to be transferred. That's why I've been able to keep my vibrations as high as they've been. Because I understand you're not supposed to put that on everybody. As Jill Scott said in her song, Rolling Hills, "It's power in them rolling hills. Come on, your prized possession. Not everybody's worthy. Eh. Only reason I know is because I headed down that road. And it'd be a shame for you not to have your own glow. Come on." I can't, I can't sing too loud as everybody in the house is like 6:08 a.m. But look, she said, "It's power in them golden hills. Come on. Hey. Your prized possession, not everybody's worthy. Only reason I know is because I headed down that road." I can't. I don't know. It's like it's something in my solar plexus chakra right now on the sides. I think also, don't get me wrong, it might not be a spiritual tech. I also have that right there. That pole, child. Got on that thing, was doing some pull-ups the other day with my rib cage. Ooh, muscles might be sore from that too. So that's why I try to keep into consideration it could be a plethora of things that are affecting my aura. But for the most part, I do know when I get this bag, it's usually a specific person that I'm dealing with. But like I said, people are just trying to come through right now and like siphon the energy and do all kinds of beauty spells. Like last night, not last night, not the night that I just woke up from, but the night before that, I had somebody in my dream who I had actually done some work with. Um, the same way I looked at the music shoot or the video shoot, I looked when I woke up. This really swollen face, like this really like, and it's funny because this is what I looked like before met that person, like 2 nights before. I can't make this up. This is why I take pictures of everything because I never want to be misconstrued or misread or anything of the sort. I always have proof of anything I speak out of my mouth. Excuse me. And on this channel, please do not be offended by the fact that I am Sir Burps a lot or Madam burps a lot. I just feel spiritual energy coming into my aura that I know is a blockage. If I let it sit there and fester, it'll just stay, and that's not the goal for me. So I clear it out. This was my headshot before I went. Look at my face now. Okay. Now I did just wake up. I will admit that. But even with a relaxed face, let me get I wish I could get the glare off the camera. Oh, there you go. So it's like people really get jealous of your energy and they really just want to siphon it. Cause like, look at my face. A lot of mirror magic, a lot of energy theft. Some people really just like to play with people in ways that they don't want to be played with. And they think that it's appropriate or it's the only way to like try to dominate someone. But it's like everyone in the community is like reading the energy. So it's like really disgusting. And that was before the shoot. So then when the person after I had did the actual shoot, um, I came home that day and I looked more like this. Right. And this is my face afterwards. You see the puffiness in the eyes. Looks similar, right? So just be mindful that every time you upgrade, people get upset and they want to siphon your energy. But I always bounce back. I had to bounce back right afterwards. It was a few days after. So I know I'm gonna bounce back from it. It's all good. I'm blessed to have people who like to pour into me. I'm blessed to know my boundaries and know how to keep certain energies away. So I want to potentially get you guys into a space where we can talk about things like this more privately, have more heart to heart one-on-ones. Cause yeah, when I move, I can't wait to get out of the energy that's here. Cause Lord, the roots that they keep trying to place in this house is just ridiculous. But luckily I know how to break them, but I don't want to make no weird funny faces in front of y'all. Y'all be looking at me like, what is she doing? But I gotta go ahead and break my chain. So um I'm gonna get off of here and get myself dressed and get my son ready for school so I can get around some fruitful, fresh energy because y'all see it like And then people wanna believe that they not the bad vibe. "Stop playing with me." I said, "Stop playing with me." No, no, no. No, seriously though. You've been through it this past summer. If you're anything like me and you decided to take steps backwards and regress, you've gone through it. And it's funny because my face actually used to look like this years ago, and I never noticed it until I look back on my old content. So this is what I look like when I'm with my family. Sorry, family, it's true. You're draining. Sorry, I love you, but you drain. You don't pour in, you drain. So if you're a high priestess or you're anybody who's dealing with family right now, it's time for you to start looking for your own place. If you're in the DMV area, I can give you some resources of who you can call to get some rental assistance. They actually even gave me a whole entire donation to get me my security deposit and everything to get me into a place as soon as possible because I let them know how much of an emergency it was that I needed to get my own space. And they all sent to my Cash App like a few $100s for my application fees and security deposit. So prayerfully, that will all go through and go well. I'll get into my apartment. I'll get my space to make my own, and I'm telling no one where I live, and no one's coming to my house. I don't care. I'll be a traveling stylist. I'll come to your house. You're not coming to my house. My house is going to be my place of peace, my domain of peace, and I don't want anyone to come through and bother that. I'm just like, I can already imagine myself in my brand new apartment, just sitting there chilling, just like, oh, finally, peace. The joy that will come across my face, y'all already see it, and I'm not even there yet. I just can't wait. So, to my collective, join the Patreon. The link is down below. There is a free tier, but I prefer you to go ahead and get, help me help you. I'm coming out of this breakthrough. All the support helps. Whether it just be $2 a month and it's 200 of y'all spending $2 or whatever it is, it helps. Okay. It helps. But I'm still gonna be on YouTube, still giving y'all, your tarot card readings. I'm still going, be present. I just feel like me personally, I need to get out of this space where I love free and I want to self-sustain. I will be starting my garden and stuff when I finally move, so I could finally focus on it. Because I had a plant growing, I had a little mango tree growing, but as soon as I moved here, it died. So I gotta start that 5-year process all over again. I was literally gonna only have 2 more years till I have fruit, so I'm kinda sad about that. But, I gotta restart. I had some basil plants, I had some, what else was I eating off of? I had green onions. I was gonna start some bell peppers, but I don't know what was going on with those, but I was taking forever for those to sprout. Next up was gonna be strawberries. Then I'm gonna start, they say carrots, potatoes, corn, pumpkin, and garlic are staples that everyone should have. And then outside of that, I grow my own mushrooms because all you gotta do is get a bucket and drill some holes in it and put the mushroom seeds in there. And then like you can grow a bunch of what kind of mushroom? King oyster mushrooms, or no, not king oyster, just oyster mushrooms. You can grow a bunch of them like that. So I would just be having all my food grown in the house. There will be no need to leave my house for anything. I'll be so excited. Like, I already have it all planned out. I've already seen the apartment in my dream like a year or so ago. So I already know it's gonna happen. And it's so funny because I kept dreaming like it's gonna have a granite black countertop. And I'm like, what apartment complex do I know that has a black granite countertop? I couldn't think of it. And I just started calling around to all the apartments and I started looking at them online. I'm like, oh, the one that told me they had a unit on the 14th of October had a black countertop. I'm like, oh my God. Like, okay. Okay. You can't fuck with a high priestess, I'm sorry. Excuse my language, but you can't. I be seeing stuff before it happens, so it's like I see it. It's cool. I ain't tripping. Whatever. I love you though. But yeah. Excuse me, another spiritual release. Let's clear my chakras real quick. Y'all, okay, before I moved here, I was thick. We're talking about 160 something at 5'9", like, baby. Okay. Yeah, we didn't hurt. And I was vegetarian back then too. Wasn't eating that much cheese. If I did, it was from those Chick-fil-A sandwiches. But yeah, your girl was like packing on that weight. That what? That weight. Yeah, I know I'm holding y'all and I'm just silent, but I'm just sitting here looking at these videos of me back before I moved here. And we all know that you are the 5 closest people you keep to you, and it's just crazy because I was definitely thicker than a snicker. I'm 5'9". I don't even look 5'9" in this video because 'cause I'm so daggone thick. Child, mhm. It's about that time to get back aligned with what's divine. Girl, arms was thick, thick. Child. Like, legit. All right, we don't worry. We about to hop back on the timeline we supposed to be on. We regressed and came backwards. We about to get back forward. This is the motivation to make sure it happens. Okay, y'all? Yeah, cause whoa. Okay, it's time to go. All right, y'all. I love y'all. Peace, love, hair grease, and everything else in between. I just had to see those old videos and remind myself of who I am and what I was vibrating on. Ooh, just reminded me. I can't wait. All right, y'all. I don't know. We're gonna get our face back in order. We're gonna get back into our regular vibration. I love y'all. Y'all be good. Cause here you're heard, seen, and loved. All right. Peace.